Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome to another glorious day here at the Tango Hotel. Yes, indeed, my friends. Today, we return with more Warhammer 40k Rogue Traitor. Like, it's only when I put my hand there can you see it. Like, wom, 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 abracadabra. Okay, anyway. So, greetings and salutations, one and all, my friends. It is glorious, magnificent, stupendous to see you all here today. Yes, indeed. Hope you guys are having a great after Thanksgiving day. It's been a magnificent weekend, and we're going to get started here in just a minute. But first, I wanted to say thank you guys for being here on Thanksgiving Day. That was a pretty good stream, and yesterday I spent some good quality time with my family, freaking playing Mario Kart on my new Switch, so that's lovely. So, on that note, my dudes, it is time once again for us to join together in the most glorious kumbayas, invented way back in eons past by the great and magnificent God Emperor himself. It's called the simultaneous sip, and all you gotta do, my dudes, is grab that cup of mug or glass, perhaps you have a Tager Chalice or a stein, maybe a canteen, jug, a flask, a vessel of any kind. You fill it with your favorite fluid. That's right, it's the morning coffee. Deliciously, magnificently Tango made. And join me now, friends, for the gloriousness, the stupendosity, the absolute awesome sauceness that is the simultaneous sip. Brothers of the waffle, citizens of the Tango Hotel, it's happening right freaking now. Go! Oh yeah, baby. Sip it so good, you gotta do it twice. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, it is very weird, isn't it? Okay, so I need to figure out how to make this like not fold that way. Can I fold it like that instead? Bro, look at that! It disappeared! How about that? Okay, we just folded it the other way. Alright, let's go. Alright, so you know what I didn't do? You know what Tango didn't do? No! No! Come on. Okay. You know what Tango didn't do? Tango did not what's the word I'm looking for? Respec Argentia. And we're going to be doing that right now. So we're going to do the good old nonsense where I take pictures of things. All right. Let's get up here. Let's look at archetypes. And, okay, so we got, what is this? Fired up deals damage. Their critical damage is increased by 1 until the end of combat. Okay, good. Reloading. I wonder if rapid reload is actually that great. We do require a reload every now and then, but there's so many different times where using a reload isn't actually needed. Right? Unpredictable. And then firearm mastery does not spend MP. Yeah. What is that one? Demolition. Additional damage dealt with area of attacks. So area attack deals damage to all creatures in its area effect. Such attacks can be made with melee weapons, some ranged weapons, though, and through using special abilities. So that does mean... Oh, look! It actually gives you a list. Okay, let's do it here. So, clean your lens for a clearer picture. Shut up. All right, there we go. All right, we'll scroll down with that, and bam. What was the bottom one on that one? Medica. Okay, and then we'll grab... Then I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. All right. So, we've got all of our stuff. And the reason we're doing this is because I want to respec her so that we can take off Hunter. Is that what it's called? I want to take off Bounty Hunter and put her on the other thing. And okay, so, but I want to keep most of that stuff. Yes, in need of training. Yeah, luckily it doesn't cost anything yet, so we'll go ahead and pop Argentia. It does kind of suck that I can't just reset the bounty hunter part. Yeah, there we go. So it does allow me to do that. But first I have to do all the soldier stuff. Okay. So, firearms mastery. We did fired up. Right? Soldier's full cover. The soldier gains 10% damage. She almost never is in cover, man. The first hit of each range burst attack deals additional damage equal to the fire rate. That sounds good. Enemies damaged by the soldier's area attack suffer 3 damage from the next attack that hits them. I wonder if that means her own attacks. So if she like hits them with the first one, the next one does 3 damage. Alright, so we're going to go with fired up. So whenever, yeah, 1% crit damage till the end of combat. That shit stacks. That shit stacks. Okay, ballistic skill. And then we grab concentrated fire. Creature chasing, exploit surroundings, cover efficiency. We got fired up. Oh, it was rapid reload we got. Yeah, rapid reload. Then it was concentrated fire. Like, does that actually mean that her... And this was, what was this? Rapid reload. Wait, hang on. Fired up, ballistic skill, rapid reload, ballistic skill. Okay. We grabbed rapid fire. Or no, that was not rapid fire. That was concentrated fire. This controlled shot gives the soldier they're about to open fire. The soldier allies will automatically dodge. This is movement within a 3-cell radius, 0 AP. Spends all movement points. Not through obstacles. Okay, so we're going to go concentrated fire. That's so weird. That's so weird. Joker, greetings and salutations. How you doing, bud? Did I miss something? I must have missed something. Yeah, I must have definitely missed something. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. I have no idea. Why does it say ballistic skill twice? Then agility. That's so odd. Anywho. Alright, now, I think we can go concentrated fire. Just waking up, making coffee. I hear you, buddy. Cheers, baby. And then this one we got Grenadier. The use of the first archetype ability in this character costs one less enemy. That actually does sound pretty good. She's my only soldier, right? Because he's a warrior. She's a soldier. So that means that this is a soldier ability. And it costs 1 AP. In each combat. Okay. If it was round, I would totally grab it. 10% to crit and 10 armor against Xenos. Affected by an ally's non-damaging ability. Resolve is increased by 1. Deal 3 additional damage and 9% armor pen. That seems pretty good. That seems pretty good. I'm debating on whether to keep Grenadier or not, because I never seem to get to fucking use it, because they're either too far away so you can't throw them, or they're just kind of meh. It just in general, right? Every time I've wanted to use it, I can't. And I end up having to use something else. So we could grab Bolt Weapon Expert. We could also do Ballistic Skill. Right? So this one would be a green Ballistic Skill. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Okay. So that was Grenadier. Next up, we did Unpredictable. So Rapid Fire no longer reduces damage. Starting point dash for soldiers. Okay. Revel in the Slaughter. You know, I could grab that one. But where is Unpredictable? There it is. 8% crit chance. Bonus is doubled against enemies from which the soldier is protected by cover at the moment of attack. That's really good, dude. Just straight up 8% to crit is really fucking good. And then this, I think we got Demolition. Yeah. And then next was Firearm Mastery Upgrade. And this one, we're definitely... I think we're going to do this. The attacks do not spend MP. Is really, really good when we do that. Each of their area attacks does additional damage equal to the number of attacked targets. You know what? Let's do both of these, because she almost never moves when I do that. So we'll just let that go. And then it was Demolition Engineer. She uses Demolition instead of Intelligence to determine additional damage dealt with area attacks. Deals 5% more damage for every 10 points of Demolition instead of 10 points of Intelligence. And she has a lot of Demolition. So we're gonna, yeah, we absolutely do want to grab that. And then this one is going to be Agility. Yep. And Rapid Fire. Gonna go Rapid Fire. And then that one's gonna be Medica. Medicae. Yeah, let's do Medica. Yeah. All right, and then we're going to grab... I think we grabbed Perception on this one. Shield of Faith was this one. 12% armor against demons and warp. Gains permanently 1 resolve. Okay, so... next we got It Will Not Die. So I could get It Will Not Die here. I think I am. And then here we're going to grab... Shield of Faith is pretty good, but it's not that great. I want... Soldier's second attack action in a turn. Deals 17% more damage to enemies that have not suffered. Okay. And ignore 3 deflection when used against enemies in a 3-cell radius around the soldier. That's it. Rapid fire no longer reduces damage. I think we'll go with that one. So that way I can literally stack both of them. And it just, so if they're in my face, I can just, like, spray them down. So it doesn't do 25% less damage. I still don't understand the random trajectory shit. Like, I don't know why it doesn't explain it. So... okay. Now here's an interesting one. We could go down here and grab Bolt Weapon Expert. We already got Ballistics, right? I can't do Ballistic skill again, right? Athletics, Demolition. Yeah, we already got Ballistic training. And... can't do Advanced skill. That's not what that is, right? There's no advanced characteristic. No. So, I think I'm either going to grab Swift Movements, or I think what we're going to do is we're going to grab Bolt Weapon Expert. Bam. We're just going to lean into the bolter. Supremely. Just lean into it. No Heresy might also be a good one, to be quite honest. What is this one? It's another one. Jesus Christ. So many. Yeah. I could just go ahead and get the Melta proficiency. Because I'm going to use that as a secondary weapon, right? When I got nice big clusters in my face. For the fun. For the funsies. For the funsies. For the funsies. And then I think we're going to grab... is it Medica again? Or Demo? Grab Demo. So that's Bolt Weapon Expert. So I got Bolt Weapon Expert and then Melt the Proficiency. Lovely. And another one. I kind of want to do Doing My Part. I really do. Because, I mean, what else is there to get other than Melta Proficiency, right? We could, you know, do Perception or Agility training. Oh, she comes with Flame Weapon Proficiency. Oh, I see. Huh. think we're gonna do doing my part. Yeah, I want to see how well that works. And then we're gonna grab Medica, and then we're gonna grab that one. Until the end of combat, soldiers' attacks are 20% harder to dodge until the end of combat. The soldiers' range attacks gain 10% armor pin. Boom. And then Arch Militant. The Arch Militant gets next attack, if it hits, will cause the target to make a toughness resistance with a negative 12 penalty. If it fails, the negative effect is based on the attack type. Impact damage knocks the target prone. Piercing and rending inflict bleeding and slows the targets. Energy and other blind. Power swords, power axes count as both energy and rending, while the power hammer count as both energy and impact. Attacks that combine several types of damage will benefit from the additional effects. Reckless Rush. The Arch Militant immediately gains 9 MP. If the Arch Militant has stacks of versatility, they gain 3 plus 3 more stacks of versatility, which lasts until the end of their turn. The Arch Militant's next attack this turn will cost 0 AP and will not count toward the attack limit. The cost of this ability is reduced by 1 MP for every 4 stacks of versatility. That does seem really awesome. Yes. So, the Arch Militant gains 3 weapon skill and ballistic skill for every stack of versatility. The Arch Militant has 4 or more stacks. The Arch Militant deals additional damage. So, it's going to be really hard for me to get the stacks. That's the problem. 5 dodge for every stack. Because the thing about it is like the problem with the Arch Militant is that you have to do multiple different types of attacks for it to work, right? Single shot, ranged, melee. That's how it works. Area melee, area ranged, or ranged burst. You know what I just realized? I just realized that this ability right here doesn't affect the bolter burst. I just realized that. And how did I just realize that? Because if you look at the Arch Militant, it specifies single shot melee, single shot or burst, single target or burst, area melee, area ranged. That's like the Melta. So, or ranged burst, which is what the bolter is. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that does suck. But I guess that does mean that switching out between the Melta and shit will give me more stacks. They get dodge reduction, parry reduction, and ignore cover, 3% of enemy cover. All the Arch Militant attacks score critical hits, but the critical damage on those attacks is reduced by half. That's interesting. Free melee attack, dealing 6 damage instead of weapon damage. This attack does not count toward attack limit. Counts as a single melee attack for the purposes of versatility. Cannot be parried and will push the target 2 cells away. It just sucks because it's a melee attack. Her weapon skill sucks ass. This is it, Reckless Rush. That's what we do. Because all she needs is 1 stack. So what that means is you attack with something, right? And then it gives you 3 more stacks with your 1 stack. So that's how you get 4 stacks. Bam, right there. All right, so let's look through this. Begins combat with 2 stacks. That seems like it's probably going to be it. When entering combat, the Arch Militant gains 12 weapon skill and 6 ballistic skill until the end of combat. Why does it say that? I guess for the purposes of rolling outside of combat? Ooh, dude. Yeah, let's pop that bad boy. Critical versatility. Critical chance. Do I get another one of these? I do not. So... let me see. Critical versatility we did. Dependable. Arch Militant gains 5. There's a bonus to armor. This bonus is kept when the Arch Militant uses cautious... okay, cool. Exploit weakness. When the Arch Militant attacks a target, they have their armor reduced by any effects applied by the Arch Militant allies. The Arch Militant deals 10% damage. Oh, okay. So if you have an operative and he's stacking exploits, well, there you go. 10% extra damage. And then you do 2 plus 2 damage. Damn. We'll star that one too. Wow, 10 crit chance, crit damage. Okay, we'll check that out too. Uses Heroic Act. The Arch Militant gains +1 and 10% damage until the end of combat. Yeah, we'll worry about that later. Custom to Glory. That's pretty good. Gaining a stack of versatility increases critical chance by 5 stacks. Damn. When the Arch Militant is under the effects of Reckless Rush, their attacks do not cost MP. Whoa, bro. Killing an enemy with a melee attack makes the Arch Militant's ranged attack this turn cost -1 AP, and vice versa. Every round, the first single target ability used by an ally on the Arch Militant grants +1 action point. The first single target ability used by an ally on the Arch Militant grants +1 action point to that ally. Nice. Killed at least one enemy with melee attacks. The Arch can dodge. Okay. Close. There it is. The Arch Militant can use 2-hand ranged weapons with within melee range, but with a penalty of 10 to ballistic skill. That's what I want. So, do I do it this turn or do I do it next turn? Because I think we're going to get more ballistic skill here, right? And that's AP increase. So, I can either do close quarters training. Wow. 20% crit damage. So, this... wow. Wow, that's... we're going to... Any ranged area or ranged burst attacks of the Arch Militant reduce the weapon skill of enemies. Okay, that's pretty good. Until the end of combat. Discipline. Gains 1 stack whenever an ally grants the Arch Militant a next turn. Oh boy. We're gonna pop that one for later. Both melee and range reduce the deflection. Okay. Distract. Any of the Arch Militant burst attacks reduce the dodge. Okay. Till the end of turn. Cost of Wildfire is reduced by 1 AP for every 3 stacks of versatility instead of 4. The Arch Militant deals 15% damage to targets that have priority target, regardless of whether the target is the Arch Militant or someone else. Oh, so if they're taunted, 15% damage to taunted. Okay, cool. Ooh, wow. Heavy Gunner. Enemies that were forced to make a resistance test by the Arch Militant will make any resistance test of any... oh, wow. It makes it harder for them to get by that. Okay, so... I either need to always ready or close quarters training. Let's go close quarters training. Nah, fuck it. We'll do always ready. Yep. We're halfway there. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. All right. Okay, now that that's done, let's do some scouting, shall we? Okay, we've done already explored. All right, let's do a quick save. I'm debating on whether to replace the Magos with her. The Magos is cool. I like him. But dude, she is such a badass in combat. It's ridiculous. Okay, so let's go to Omicron. Warp travel. Skadoosh. My apologies, Lord Captain. The enforcers report that your pet Eldari is in a foul mood and is moving toward the captain's bridge. We didn't dare stop her, but I expect that you will have a difficult conversation ahead of you. I mean, she's like standing right over there. What the fuck are you talking about? Game? Game. Why are you like this? What up, girl?
Please spare me a brief moment of your time, Elantak.
She appears quietly beside the throne. Exhaustion and anger set upon her brow.
Azurion knows that I do not care about the curious glances of Monkey. I grew inured to them back in the blossoming gardens of the Lilithon.
Yeah, like I care what knife ears think either.
From afar. They follow my every move.
I too can be
ward
racist
themselves
as fuck.
against me. Let them. After all, what can be done with such weak-minded, primitive creatures?
I love the juxtaposition of her criticizing humans for being weak-minded and primitive when every time she talks about humans, she literally uses a fucking slur. Good job.
And still, one monkey stunt has caused the cup of my patience to spill over. She dared to approach me, to speak to me, and touching my hand, she suggested that we withdraw somewhere private. She wanted K-Morag. The mere memory of it stirs up a tempest in my soul.
Wait, what? Wait. Wait, what? Wait. Sex. They wanted sex. Yes, fraternizing with Xenos. Unspeakable heresy. Show me this madwoman, and I shall punish. And I shall see that she is suitably punished.
She is already dead, Elantak. I could not let the offense go unpunished, so I took her life myself.
Let this be a lesson to all the other fools. Like, where's my option to string them up on the bridge?
Monkey usually grow angry when their property is damaged. I am glad that we have come to an understanding.
Nobody fucks with my pet elf. Capiche?
Try to imagine, Elantak, being lusted after by a wild beast. It is foul, disgusting, so vile that it makes your very soul shudder.
Oh my god, like, you're literally talking to the wild beast, girl. For a docile pet. Ugh. Yes, I shall speak to my subjects. You will not be bothered again.
Your words warm my soul. Very well. I will leave now. Do not forget your promise.
Like, I'm gonna, like, it blows my mind that anybody would even, like, attempt to dare do such a thing. Is there no way for me to do this? I thought I'd be able to, like, immediately talk to that. Huh.
Lord Captain.
Ooh. Okay, here we go. I've discovered that there are caches left by Theodora somewhere on Dargonis and Kiva. Do you know anything about this?
It is wise for a rogue trader to have caches where they can safely store important information. And utterly unwise to share the coordinates of such caches with anyone. Even one's most trusted associates. I'm afraid I do not know how to find the caches, but I can offer some help. Your predecessor used this numeric code to deactivate certain defense systems in her service. If I know Lady Theodora as well as I think, then I'm quite certain that she left her caches well guarded. In that case, this code will be useful to you.
Nice. So we had one code for the other one, and we just got another one. Or was it the same one, technically? Is there anything else we could discuss?
Lord Captain?
Nope.
Lord Captain.
I do indeed enjoy talking to him.
You have my complete attention.
His gaze filling with warmth. Huh. Okay. So we're done there. So how do I keep my promise if I can't address my crew? Maybe I talk to her? Okay. Guess not. Let's talk to him. And can I? Oh, I can. Okay, good. They got anything new and interesting? The wearer's first melee attack in combat cannot be dodged. 99,000. Wow. Okay. I mean, that's actually, we could do that. What is that? Sanctified staff. The wielder of this staff with the power level of 11. Wait, what? Oh, it's Sanctic powers. Very nice. So that means it'll only go up. All creatures within an area. Everyone adjacent to the target point suffers from 1 to 1 plus psi rating times Psyker staff level damage. The damage dealt by this attack to allies is reduced by the target's resolve. Huh. Well, that's interesting. 15 fellowship and 15 willpower. That's pretty good. I almost never use the staff attack. I wanted it for funsies, to be quite honest. I might actually grab that. Because we can... Let's see. Get rid of a bunch of these. I need, what, 4,000? Alright, let's actually check out the Explorators, right? So we still got the Weber available. I only need 2K here for another plasma pistol, which I don't really want. Using reload for any weapon costs -1 AP. Wow, that's minimum 0. You know what that means? That means I could give that to Argentia and she could reload her weapon for 0 cost. Every single time. Yep. Okay. And this guy increases user resolve for each 2 levels of Iconoclast. Wow. So I need 6K to get to level 2 here. And all that'll give me is this, right? Bladed boots. Whenever a wearer hits an opening with charge, slash, or dance, the abilities inflicts. Okay. Telepath staff and mind scrambler grenades. Precise bolter would be nice, but probably not going to need that one. Alright. And the Imperial Navy. You could definitely level up that shit. So... I could get another lance weapon on my prow rather than having torpedoes. Yeah, that could be good. Prow battery. Short range. Prow mounted macro cannons. 4 shots, dealing 14 damage. So we can absolutely get that. What is this? So this is even better torpedoes. So they only want that. Alright, I'll go ahead and trade them that. So yeah, we could... We could go for another prow battery rather than having torpedo tubes. I'm just not sure how good of a thing that's going to be. Because the prow weapon is very, like, point blank. But if I get them in there, it's 2 freaking shots, right? So... I'm going to go ahead and grab it. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and grab it. And let's get... Do I want to have the Sanctified Staff? I kind of do. So... Let's grab... What gives the most? Holy Gifts. And I need 4K. Jewelry also does it. Let's go ahead and trade those. Alright, so now I need just under 1,000. Ship components are 200. Fuel is 100. Okay. Do I have any uniform? I do. There it is. I need 60. We'll drop the fuel. Boom. So we need 10,200. Wow. So to get... The wearer gains 15 bonus to damage against enemies that dealt damage to the wearer this round. Nice. 5 crack grenades and a heavy bolter. You know, it makes me think that... Oh, dude, she can't wield it. She doesn't have enough strength. I was about to say, I was like, man, it would be really awesome to be able to wield that by... Yeah. I could instead of getting a melt-a-weapon, get heavy weapons, get the ability for to lower the cost of shooting it by 1, so that the burst fire would be 2 AP and the single shot would be 1 AP. And she's already got, you know, all kinds of bolter bullshit, so alright. Alright, we're done. And let's grab this. Nice. Yep, still got Ignite. Excellent. That is so cool, dude. Damage dealt by this attack to allies is reduced by the target's resolved. 10 cell radius. So that means it's within 10 cells of me, so that kind of sucks. But I kind of want to see what happens. It's only 2... It's 2 AP, so we'll see. We'll see. It's a good area of effect attack, right? So it's my psi rating worth of damage plus time. Okay, so 1, so minimum of 1, 2, 1 plus my psi rating, and my psi rating is 2. So that would be 1 to 3 times the power level of the staff, which is 11. That's based on my resolve, which goes up every time I use the Wrath of the Emperor. Yep. Yeah, she's got 30 strength. She wouldn't be able to wield a heavy weapon anyway. It kind of sucks, but you know. Tis what it is, I guess. Where is Pascal?
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
Tell me about your past.
The request is approved. I have no outright restrictions on disclosing this information.
Where are you from?
Information about my origins is worthless. I belong to the priesthood of explorators and came to the Coronis Expanse over 200 years ago. Any events preceding that moment are insignificant.
Well, how did you end up here then?
I was honored to become a member of the Explorator Cognizance Fleet. When the Adeptus Mechanicus summoned the faithful for an exploratory venture into the depths of the Coronis Expanse, I joined the fleet in fulfillment of my sacred vows of comprehension.
And why are you not with the fleet?
After I betrayed Archmagus Amonat, the fleet conclave directed me to the orbital station, Alter Templum Calixus EXT-17, for penance. This venerable temple station was founded in the early years of our expansion into the Coronis Expanse. It is currently a rear observation post of the Cognizance fleet in orbit around the star Furibundus.
And who are the Explorators?
The sacred fraternity of explorers. The cult Mechanica sends us out to the frontiers of the known sectors as researchers and conquerors. We are the warriors of the code, who return to the lost worlds and devote themselves to recovering the lost ancient knowledge. Explorators are granted the privilege of being more independent than many of our tech comrades. However, it has earned us a reputation as unstable and poorly controlled troublemakers whose unorthodox views are dangerously close to apostasy.
No, never!
They are my younger brothers and guides on the way to the Omnissiah. Their machine spirits are directly bound to my neocortex and pick up impulses from my subconscious. Sometimes they act ahead of my thoughts. This is how the Omnissiah leads me to comprehension. Acknowledged.
Tell me about the Adeptus Mechanicus.
I am honored to belong to the priesthood of Mars, guided by its tenets. We safeguard technology against the impure and the unenlightened.
Why did you mention Mars?
That is where the cult of the Omnissiah originated, and where we were granted the first revelations. Many millennia ago, we made an alliance with the Emperor of Terra, and have served the Imperium ever since, paying a tribute of machinery, weapons, and void ships. Everything that bears the blessed seal of machinery comes from our hands, and it is we who make sure the operating rituals are performed as they were meant to. We are everywhere. We are the Mars-forged steel bars that give the Imperium strength.
What did you mean guard it? It's not buried treasure. It's not secret.
It is both a treasure and a secret. Technology is how the divinity of the Omnissiah manifests itself in this world. This is why the uninitiated may only be allowed to touch the most vulgar and mundane of its instances. We, on the other hand, are authorized to use the sacred catechism of maintenance and operation. Although there is another reason to deny lay people the sacrament of knowledge, it can be dangerous. Twisted by renegades, the Omnissiah's wisdom is called heretic, and the exposure to it may corrupt the uninitiated. Another danger is knowledge strangely interpreted and inscrutably twisted by the minds of the Xenos. This vein is called xenotech.
Well. Like, why would I say that? Sacred objects should only be touched by those with worthy hands.
This statement is true. What many consider chains on our way to comprehension is our armor, which we have inherited from our wisdom-blessed predecessors.
Do you hold a high position within your fraternity?
This electu indicates that I am a Magos, who has mastered the sacraments of many spheres of knowledge, and has the right to conduct services in a forged cathedral.
And what is the Omnissiah in your understanding?
He is the divine mechanism, the maker of technology. The universe was made to resemble a mechanical marvel because the Omnissiah rules over it. Knowledge is the highest form that he uses to manifest in the world. For now. Someday, he will come to this world in the absolute fullness of his splendor. The Adeptus Mechanicus worshipped the Emperor. He is the earthly manifestation of the Omnissiah, who brought humanity into the light of divine grace.
What is behind your enthusiasm for replacing flesh with augmentation?
Organic tissue is an imperfect replica of the machine, transient and vulnerable. Metal is more stable, more effective, and more durable. Flesh speak is flawed next to binaric language. Meat begets weakness. It softens the mind and undermines discipline. But you can replace metal when it wears down. In addition, a machine is a supreme form of knowledge, and by assuming mechanical form, we become closer to the Omnissiah. However, like all things sacred, our augmentations must not be defiled by the eyes of the ignorant, which is why we reveal only the crudest of tools, while holier mechanisms remain concealed beneath our crimson robes.
An interesting superstition.
Not a superstition, a gracious truth.
You have a strange way of speaking. Is that because your augmentation, or does your faith dictate how you should express yourself?
Partially true. I had a voice modulator implanted alongside the respiratory purification module, but there is an additional reason. Gothic is not my first language. I am used to thinking and making statements in lingua technis. The binaric language is more informative, more ergonomic, and less prone to misinterpretation.
Interesting.
Acknowledged. May your labors be effective and fruitful.
Interesting. Alright, so... It is very interesting that she's, like, over here on the bridge. Every time, dude. Every time.
Elantark.
Yes. Strange and blasphemous things started happening during our first warp voyage with you on board. The crew is whispering that you may be the reason. Is this true?
The minions of She Who Thirsts could sense my soul behind the thick walls and thin veil that separate your fragile lives from the roiling fury outside. A child of Asurian that dared to wander beyond the veil, within the reach of an outstretched claw, protected only by the barrier of unreliable monkey technology. It is too tempting a quarry for the monsters that serve Cylon Thresh. Our ships never venture beyond the veil, and I never traveled the way you do, monkey. Elantark, I admit this was a novel experience. I lost composure, let dismay into my heart, and almost strayed from the path. This moment of hesitation drew the attention of She Who Thirsts, but I summoned my will and used the knowledge of meditation to achieve balance, and hide my soul behind an impenetrable wall of resolve. Future journeys beyond the veil will still be difficult.
Nice.
But I will steel my heart, and not let the hounds of Cylon Thresh pick up my scent ever again.
Fair enough. I've also been mulling over our conversation, and I can understand why you do not like monkey, as you say. I think there's something else. Something that I just don't understand.
What do I see? Your words ring with the desire to know the soul of another. But will you be able to comprehend my answer?
Are you coming on to me?
You and I, Elantark, look at this world in very different ways. And I see many more facets, and deeper meanings, and brighter colors in it. But to capture the full truth of this world in the miserly language familiar to your ears will take time. I will come to you with an answer later.
Yes. There are rumors about Xenos ravaging this sector. Do you think it could be your kin?
Is that snake venom seeping from your lips? We, the children of Azurian, are no strangers to the art of war. We are not raiders, or butchers, or least of all, fools. When a craft world is beset by calamity, its inhabitants do not start a war with every monkey in the sector. If you are looking for enemies, look for them elsewhere.
Well, what happened to your homeworld?
It is a mystery as inscrutable as the sigh of the last immortal, as deep as the waters of a dark ocean. And I can tell you little, for I was far away, on a mission with my unit. We returned at the appointed hour, but we did not find Cruderock in its celestial harbor. It happened many turns ago, or standard years, as you say. But I remember that moment as if it happened this very day. The memory of a loss is always stronger than the memory of a gain, especially when you lose something as significant as a home, or an entire world.
You know, it's funny, man. Every other game that I've played where you have to talk to Eldari, they talk like such pieces of shit. And to be fair, she is kind of going there, but not in as many, not as literally as harsh. It's actually kind of cool to be able to like converse with them and them not